Getting a gift for a drummer can be really difficult because I've found that drummers, including me, are very particular. When it comes to birthday time, Christmas time, my friends and family always ask me what I want, and I would prefer for them to get me something not drumming related because it's likely that whatever they're going to get me, I'm not going to use or actually appreciate, which makes me feel kind of bad. So what I've done is I've written out a list of gifts that are smash hits for any drummer. Let's dive straight in. So gift number one, Big Fat Snare Drum is this brand that has been selling these, they kind of like drum head accessories. You take one, you put it on a snare drum or a tom or any drum, and it basically lowers the pitch. It's very popular, that type of fat, low, deep sound nowadays. So you just take that big fat snare drum, plop it on your snare drum, changes the sound. All drummers will use this, whether they need it for doing sessions or playing live gigs. It's also just really fun to play around with. So big fat snare drum, that is something I would love to have, and so would every other drummer. Gift number two, a drum key. Drum keys are really cheap, so they make nice gifts, and you can never have enough drum keys. However, just a normal drum key like this is kind of boring because, I don't know, it's just a drum key. This one has an Allen key, so it's a bit more useful than a normal drum key. In South Africa, we have this term when someone says something is lani. It means it's like nice, it's something that rich people own. So my thoughts for getting a drum key for someone would be to get a lani drum key. So you get these really nice, luxurious drum keys. Some have like leather straps, other ones have cool designs. They just make really good gifts because they are separate to like a little basic drum key. If you just give a drum key to someone, they'll be like, oh cool, thanks, nice. But if you give a lani drum key to someone, they'll be like, sick, cool, that's a really nice gift, thank you so much, I will treasure this and try not to lose it like I lose all my other drum keys. Gift number three, a splash cymbal. So getting a cymbal for someone is a bit tricky because, like I said, drummers are particular. Some drummers like bright, dry, dark, heavy, light cymbals, so you don't actually know, if you're not a musician, you don't know what your drummer friend or family member likes to have as their cymbals, like what type of sounds. But splash cymbals are really small cymbals, usually from 6 to 10, sometimes 12 inches, and they just produce like a really quick sound. And so it actually doesn't matter what type of sound you are into, a splash cymbal fits nicely into any setup and it's easy to put in there. And then also, splash cymbals are the cheapest cymbals because they're small. So you can get a cymbal for someone, and it's a really nice gift to give someone as an actual full cymbal, but you don't need to worry about them not using it because they likely will. Even if they don't use it on their own, a lot of people like to use splash cymbals within stacks. So there's so much use for a splash cymbal. Great gift. Next gift idea, hot rods. Hot rods is actually the name for what these things are called when they're sold by ProMark. They are drumsticks, but they like little thistles, rods that are tied together, that are kind of held together, dowels, rods or dowels, and when you hit a drum with them compared to a normal stick, it's a lot softer. So when a drummer has a whole stick bag of things, hot rods are there to be used when you're playing a gig in an environment where you can't make like the typical amount of noise. So yeah, good gift because every drummer needs to keep volume down at some point, and a set of hot rods or root sticks is another name for them. Good idea. Next idea would be a custom bass drum beater. So when a drummer plays a bass drum with their foot, there's a beater that's connected to the bass drum which you can actually remove and swap out. There's this cool company called Lowboy that they make wooden bass drum beaters. It's like unique compared to what comes with all other bass drum pedals, and I think Lowboy, a lot of people like to buy those as gifts, and those are great gift ideas because everyone loves to have a little bit of customization. They will even engrave like artwork into a beater if you contact them personally, but otherwise you can just go onto Sweetwater and find a whole bunch of Lowboy custom beaters, and they have all different types, so like wooden ones, fleece ones, harder materials. Go check them out. Next idea would be some sort of online lesson drum subscription. Primary platform to do this would be Drumeo. Drumeo is the biggest platform for drum lessons on the internet, and you can go on the Drumeo website and buy a gift card to kind of give to someone where they can get a drum lesson subscription pack for a month or 2 months or a year, great gift idea. If you just want to give your friend a gift, something for free without actually paying for it, I have a link in the description to this video where you will get a 30-day free trial to Drumeo. So the same thing, but it's free, you don't need to pay for it. A bit insincere not to give them an actual paid for gift, but if you want to give that to them and then also a thing on top, you could do that too. But yeah, Drumeo 30-day subscription or longer. Great gift idea. Everyone loves drum lessons, and Drumeo has everything for anyone, any level. Next one, clothing. Also good gift idea. Me personally, I don't like on the nose things, so I've never enjoyed having drums on t-shirts. But I'm very particular in that way where most people are not. So if you just get them like a t-shirt with drums on it, I'm sure every drummer would appreciate that. Even if they're not going to wear it out, if you're just lounging on the couch, it's a cool shirt to wear. Okay, drumsticks. This is a difficult present to give a drummer because every drummer likes different sizes when it comes to drumsticks. You get 7As, 5As, 5Bs, 2Bs, they're all different sizes, lengths, weights. So a good idea, if you're going to give someone drumsticks, they will appreciate this as long as you get the size that they use. So for this particular gift idea, I recommend asking the drummer in your life what sticks they use, and then you can buy them a bunch of those. You get drumstick bricks. So a typical pair of drumsticks may cost like $10, whereas a brick of sticks could cost anywhere from $60 to $100, but it's got like 5 to 10 pairs in it, and drumsticks break. So all drummers need drumsticks constantly. Great gift idea. Leading on from that, the next idea would be a stick bag, and we are back to this term Lani. So most drummers have stick bags already, but if you get them a cool, like customized stick bag, maybe one that's made of leather or anything that makes it fancier or lanier than a normal stick bag, good gift idea, because they will definitely replace their current stick bag with this fancier stick bag. Last gift idea, and I had to mention this.
I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell.
Cowbell. So a cowbell, just kind of piece of metal that you hit. You add it to your kit. It's really fun to play with. Some drummers might not appreciate this, but most drummers, if they don't have one already, will have lots of fun playing with a cowbell on their drum set. Yeah, cowbell, great gift idea. There we go. Those are 10 quick gift ideas that cannot fail when it comes to drummers. They will appreciate you, and they will love that you've gotten them something that they can actually use, and it won't be awkward. Yeah, you don't want to have a situation where you're like, oh cool, I'm gonna get this drummer glow-in-the-dark sticks because I think they're cool, but then the drummer gets the glow-in-the-dark sticks, and then they just think, all right, that's nice. Yeah. The 10 things I mentioned here, I have put links in my description to all of them. You can go into Sweetwater and find a few options there. Otherwise, you can usually find these things in any music store. And that's the video for today. Thanks, guys. I'll see you in the next one.